You played the game for 6.5 hours and you have the gall to make this video? You played the game for 6.5 hours and you wanna make this video like you're a vet? Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy King Joker, and today I'm here with something very different. I don't usually do reactions on my channel, but I saw this video was just recently uploaded. Multiversus is going to fail by D.C Network by DC Network, and I was like, okay, I might as well make a little video debunking this real quick because I am a true believer that Multiversus will succeed when it comes back. Obviously, this person isn't. This person is probably just another Multiversus fan that has their worries. What is sort of clickbait title? I have not seen the video yet, so I'm just gonna have a little debate here. I'm not here to slander this person just because he has a separate opinion than me. Okay, but I could be really toxic so I can get views. So that's why I hit y'all with that misleading intro where I said something really mean to this guy. But it's all in love. So let's just go ahead and get right into the video and see what bro is saying. Let's see.
With another video. Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. Back in July of last year, Multiversus was shut down because essentially the game was failing. It had no one playing it because Warner Brothers Discovery just did a horrible job handling it. They just didn't add new content to the game, and when you have a free-to-play live service game, the new content is what keeps the game alive. Nevertheless, they said that in early 2024.
Okay, well, we already got some misleads here. Yes, the game did get shut down, but it wasn't completely because they didn't add any new content. He's saying it like they didn't add any new content at all, but when the game first came out, it was thriving with content. A little bit too much, actually. The problem was they were releasing content too fast. So when they got to later dates, they didn't have that much to release. Mostly when season 2 dropped. When season 2 dropped, it was really a content dropped until the Valentine's Day update. But that was really not even that much for real.
Or they would be relaunching the game and it was going to be better than ever, and we finally got that announcement of what that's going to look like last week in the form of a short video on YouTube. Really, what I want to discuss with you guys today is what they announced in that video, or the lack of announcements in that video, and why I think it's too late for Multiversus and this game is going to fail once again. So first and foremost, let's go over what they announced in the video. They announced that the game is coming back on May 28th of this year, in a couple of months, and that they're relaunching it, having learned from all of their mistakes that they made the first time around. There's going to be a new player versus environment mode, and they're going to have updated netcode for a better matchmaking experience, and they reworked all the fighters, and they heard the feedback, and that's all they really said.
Well, first of all, hold on. Let me re-listen to that real quick.
That they made the first time around. There's going to be a new player versus environment mode, and they're going to have updated netcode for a better matchmaking experience, and they reworked all the fighters, and they heard the feedback, and that's all they really said.
Okay. First of all, I don't like how he came at them right there, because his voice sounded very condescending. That is all they said, but that's not anything bad. That's actually good information that they're giving us. Granted, they didn't show us any of those things, which we got maps, we got concept art for new maps, and also they didn't say that every character would get redone. They said some characters would. We only saw like three or four new move sets for like one specific move for a couple characters. So, but I don't like your voice right there. That they gave us some good information in that trailer. They gave us some good info, which they're taking time. It's not like we're not gonna get nothing for the 2 months. We're finna get a lot of advertisement for the game over the next 2 months until it launches.
I just feel like in general, when it came to this game shutting down, I remember last year, actually, I think a month or two before the announcement of it shutting down came, I actually made a video speculating that it was going to shut down, and then it did. And I feel like they really didn't learn from anything, at least from this initial announcement, because I feel like if you're going to do something like this, which in general, I don't think it's a good idea to shut a game down and then let's relaunch it in a year's time and try to see if we fix everything. Because yeah, it's been a year almost. May to July is 2 months short of a year, even though they said it was coming in early 2024. I just feel like this whole thing is being mishandled once again, because you basically came back and said, we learned from everything we made a mistake on in the past. We're going to rework all the characters, fix our netcode for better matchmaking. We're adding a player versus environment mode, but then didn't show us any of that. It's like,
That was one of my main gripes about the game too. Not well about the trailer too. Them not showing us anything. So this is a totally understandable take that he has right here. This is a very understandable take.
why should I care that this game is coming back when you didn't show me anything? You didn't show me any reason why I should play again. We know that new characters are coming, but you didn't show me a new character. That's one of the flaws with this game and why it shut down. It was like a 6 to 8 month span since we had gotten a new character.
Season 2 launched end of December, and the game was really offline since not since March. Not updated since March. If you weren't keeping up with info about the game, then yeah, it could seem like that to you. But we got when Marvin Martian it came out December, then we got season 2 with no new characters at all. It was really about 3 months that we didn't get new characters, and then they said, "Hey, we're gonna shut the game down in March." It's not like they did it in July; it was in March. But after March, we didn't get any new updates at all, so you can't complain about new characters or us not having updates between that time when they said that we weren't going to have updates till that time. You're dragging it.
Be happening in a live service game. So it seems to me like they're making the same mistakes over and over again, because again, why should I come back and play your game? I'm someone who was there day one. I bought the $100 Founders Pass. What are you doing for me? I gave you $100. I lost all of that content when you shut the game down. Now 10 months later, I'm gonna get it all back, but what am I gaining? There should have been some mention for, hey, for our Founders players, if you bought one of the 3 Founders tiers, we have something special for you. Maybe you get early access to the game coming back. Maybe instead of May 28th, you get it at the end of April instead, like a month early. Just something should be there for those people who were early adopters, for those people who put money into the game, because right now it's basically a slap in the face. All they said is, hey, this game's coming back. It's going to be better than before, but they didn't show us why it's going to get better. And based on this announcement, I don't think it's going to be any better. I think this game is going to fail again.
Another point that I understand, the Founders Pack people, a lot of people who bought the Founders Pack feel like they should get something for their wait time and all the money that they spent on the game. But, big but, big but, they gave you a bunch of stuff for buying the Founders Pack. A bunch of toes, character coins. I think you got, what, free battle passes too? They gave you a bunch of content for that, and you're gonna get it all back. And I understand that you want like something more for the wait time, but we've all spent money on the game. I've spent money on the game. I haven't spent as much money as you have. I've spent money on the game though. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of unnecessary to give the Founders Pack people anything else when they got a bunch of stuff already for buying the Founders Pack. But you want more, which is understandable but unnecessary. You see what I'm saying? Understandable but unnecessary.
Because at the end of the day, the game failed for a reason. Not because the gameplay itself is terrible. I thought the gameplay was actually pretty good and it was pretty enjoyable. I'm not the biggest 2D fighter fan. Like, yes, I've played Smash Brothers. Yes, I've played Nick All-Star Brawl 1 and 2. I don't have a ton of hours into those games because I'm not super into that genre. I do enjoy playing them a little bit. I checked out Multiversus. I think on my Xbox it says I played for like 6.5 hours or so. I personally out Multiverses. I think on my Xbox it says I played for like 6.5 hours or so.
Almost all respect for bro. No way. No way, bro said he played the game for 6.5 hours and made this video. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn minute. Why would you play a game for 6.5 hours and buy a founder's pass? Bro must really got it like that. If you got it like that, that's understandable. But hold on, let me let it go. Cause maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me
of hours into those games because I'm not super into that genre. I do enjoy playing them a little bit. I checked out Multiverses. I think on my Xbox it says I played for like 6.5 hours or so. I personally have zero desire to ever go back to that game. And what are you gonna do to tie me back in, to get me back
6.5 hours. You played the game for 6.5 hours and you have the gall to make this video? You played the game for 6.5 hours and you wanna make this video like you're a vet? I made the claim earlier that you must not have been checking in with information about the game from some of your previous claims. But now I see you didn't even play it. You played the game for for all my normals. 6.5 hours. It's kind of a long time. Not for gamers. No, not for gamers. Anything less than like 10 hours in a game, you barely pick that bitch up. Anything less than 10 hours in a game is you barely picked that bitch up. You barely played the game. That's enough time for somebody to speed run a game. Not completely speed run. Not completely speed run. But 6.5 hours and you have to go to make this video. Now I feel like, not gonna lie, now I feel like bro was kind of capping when he said that he bought the $100 founder pass. Why would you buy a founder's pass for a game that you played only 6.5 hours of? Not only that, it's either you bought the founder pass for a game you played for 6.5 hours, which which you're not that smart, or you're lying. Let me just continue because that just made me upset.
logging into Multiverses? Maybe I'll check out a new fighter if they introduce like Ben 10 or Mordecai and Rigby or Mac and Blue, some fan favorite character that I
Oh, he's one of those. He's one of those. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a specific quarter of the multiverses community that only asks for Cartoon Network characters. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they want this game to be a Cartoon Network fighter so bad, bro. Like they will complain about any character that isn't from Cartoon Network getting into the game. Whatever.
I enjoy. Maybe that would get me to come back in. But that's something that should have been there with this announcement. Because again, how are you going to get the players to come back after you failed the first time and basically had them lose interest the first time? Because
When they drop more advertisements as the months roll out, just let them advertise, bro. You gotta let them cook. This is a type of video that you make when the game is like a week from launching, and then you have a retrospective of like, okay, how the advertisement has been till this point.
that's the big thing here. The big thing is the reason why this game shut down is because people lost interest in it. So essentially what they decided to do is, okay, let's shut it down for 10 months. Things internally and we're going to get people back involved and back interested in this game, but how are you going to do the latter of that? You could have fixed the game and made it like a game of the year caliber game, but again, you have to get people back into it. You have to get people back
Was
involved. How are you going to do the latter of that? You could have fixed the game and made it like a game of the year caliber game, but again, you have to get people back into it. You have to get people back involved and interested
the amount of people that are playing a game has nothing to do with the quality of the game.
multiverses, and that's where I think their struggle is going to be, and that's what I think isn't going to happen for this game. We had a leak a while ago, if you guys remember, of all the fighters that were coming to multiverses, and I believe I made a video on it when that happened. What, at this point it's probably been about 2 years. I don't remember the full extent of the list, but I do remember LeBron James was supposed to be in the game from Space Jam. I believe I saw a Ted Lasso rumor that he was going to be into the game, because while that is an Apple TV full extent of the list, but I do remember LeBron James was supposed to be in the game from
Sorry, I could be wrong. But the way he's saying that, it's like he doesn't know that LeBron is in the game. It's like he has no idea that LeBron James is in the game. Hold on.
Space Jam. I believe I saw a Ted Lasso rumor that he was going to be into the game because while that is an Apple TV Plus series, it is a show that's developed by Warner Brothers. And also, too, Ben 10 was supposed to be in the game. So why not come out with this initial announcement swinging and have it be that, hey, we're getting Ben 10, hey, we're getting Ted Lasso, hey, we're getting LeBron James and all these other characters. The other thing that I think they really did mishandle about this announcement is they were really hyping it up on Twitter. They were like, mic check, is this thing on? And everyone's like, oh boy, Multiversus is coming back for the few people that actually cared. Then they did another tweet saying, okay, it looks like testing worked. We're going to have an announcement on Monday. They're hyping it up with all these tweets every day leading up to the announcement and retweeting other people within the community. And then they announced nothing other than it's coming back on May 28th and we have nothing new to say. We just fixed the issues that we had. But okay, what are the things that you fixed? What I think they should have shown new fighters. I think they should have showed what this player versus environment mode, this PvE is, because right now you're basically making a bunch of empty promises. You're just saying that, yeah, we did all these things.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it. One of the things they're probably gonna do, because Super Smash Bros. Did this when Ultimate was coming out. They're probably gonna give us a date and then have a showcase for a new character, or have a showcase for a new map. They're definitely gonna have a PVE showcase, so that's gonna be something I'm looking forward to. That's probably what they're gonna do. I understand they could have gave us like a little teaser in the trailer, but it is what it is, bro.
But
We're
you're not
probably gonna get
showing us
something
what
this
you
month.
did. And I'm sure they're going to have more stuff over the next month or so leading up to the release or re-release, I should say, on May 28th. But again, it's like, I think today, the day you made this announcement on that Monday, I think that was the time to get people back in. And I think you failed at doing so. And like I said before, what about the people like me? What about the people who were Founders Pass holders who paid anywhere up to $100 to get access to these fighters, to get access to all these bonuses?
Feel like he's lying, bro. Let me see your purchase history. Why would you buy a founder pack for a game that you play 6 hours of? You didn't even know LeBron James got into the game.
And we didn't get access to them. So what are you going to do for us? Am I getting a refund? I highly doubt you're going to do that. So what are you going to do?
They actually confirmed that refund policies are staying the same, and if you want to, you can get a refund. But if you're waiting for now to get a refund, then don't no. You're not getting your shit back, bro. You should have got a refund after you purchased that because you placed it. You could have gotten a refund for it months ago. And you still can possibly get a refund when the game comes back. But don't complain about trying to get a refund now when the game shut down in July of last year. And you were allowed to get a refund before that. And you knew the game was going to shut down before that. So if you wanted a refund, you should have got it. Too bad, so sad. Given they have your money now. Sorry, buddy.
For me, and why should I care about this game again? That's the two issues that they have, and I don't think they're going to solve any of those issues. And quite frankly, I think this game will be up again. I don't know how long it will be until they shut it down again. I don't know if they just give up on it. We'll have to wait and see. I do respect them for one thing, and the last thing I'll say is I respect that Warner Brothers Discovery, they're giving the studio another chance, because a lot of companies honestly would just shut the game down and say, forget it, it failed, we're done, it's a tax write-off, that's it. I respect the fact that they're giving it another chance. They're trying to fix the problems that they had. But like I said, I don't think they fixed anything, because this announcement that they had a week ago shows that they didn't learn anything, because they should have showed us what's new instead of telling us we have new things, but we're not going to show you them yet. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think?
This video was basically 8 minutes of him saying the same thing. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. This is an alright video. I'm not gonna hit you with a dislike. I like the video because it's good to have conversations like this. Even though I kind of did yell at you, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm kind of sorry. Nah, nah, I'm just. Anyway, yeah, it was an alright vid. You missed a lot of points. Should have did a little bit more information before you went on this rant, though. Not gonna lie. Why did you buy the Founders Packs if you played 6 hours of the game? I'm sorry, bro. It's my main point. Why would you buy a Founders Pass of a game you played 6 hours of? Does that seem crazy to anybody else? I really hope bro doesn't get in my comments and be like, Well, actually, I didn't play 6 hours of the game. I actually played so and so hours. Bro, then say that in your video, bro. Say that in your video. Say that in your video, bro. I did a lot of ranting here. Um, yeah, bro. The rise of multiverses this year. We're getting our game back and it's gonna succeed. We just gotta be positive about it. That's the thing. Positivity will always get the job done. But that's gonna be all for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to tell your mother that you love her. I'm gonna see you guys later. Vroom. Shambus.